Putin repeats assertion that Russia did not start war in Ukraine.
Here's a summary of the article.
October 5 President Vladimir Putin on Thursday reiterated his position that Russia did not start the war in Ukraine but launched what it calls a special military operation to try to stop it. In his yearly speech to the Valdai Discussion Club, being held in Sochi, Putin said Russia, the world's largest country by area, had no need to take territory from Ukraine. He said the conflict was not therefore imperial or territorial but about the global order, and that the West, which had lost its hegemonic power and always needed an enemy, had lost touch with reality.
This post received a score of 17,000, with an upvote ratio of 91%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than the past was alterable. The past never had been altered. Oceania was at war with Eastasia. Oceania had always been at war with Eastasia. George Orwell, 1984.
Governmental gaslighting is so exhausting.
Russia started the war in 2014 and again in 2022. 2022 was just an escalation of 2014. The reason the Ukrainians were so successful in repelling the Russians' full-scale invasion in 2022 is because they had already been fighting them in the Donbas for 8 years. The army was battle-hardened and well-equipped for it.
They struck preemptively, to prevent war, i.e. exactly what their invasion led to. Do they believe that a preemptive strike doesn't count as the beginning of anything? The Russian brain drain is real.
Murder suspects in Russia should try using this defense strategy in court and see how this will go.
You are free to go to the front.
It's not about land area, it's about land area that is livable. It's about stealing their children and raising them to be Russian to fix their demographic problems. It's about trying to restore the Soviet Union. Honestly, fuck this guy and his "we were bullied into attacking Ukraine" story.
In addition, Ukraine also has vast mineral and natural gas deposits, a warm water port and produces incredible amounts of grain for export. Putin no doubt wants to restore Russia to its former glory, he's said as much himself in the past. However, being able to also loot the country to enrich himself and his cronies is no small motivating factor.
Thanks for adding that, I had forgotten.
One more reason why Putin wants Ukraine. Its people. Ukraine built one half of Soviet battleships and all of Soviet aircraft carriers. The giant Antonov plane is also built by Ukraine. Another way of looking at it is that without Ukraine, Russia would have no aircraft carriers, giant transport planes and fewer battleships.
Does he actually think that people believe him? We were all there.
Austrian here. Some of our politicians will repeat the exact same words in about 5 minutes. American here, same.
Narrator voice. Russia did in fact start the war in Ukraine.
Why does the media even bother giving him attention? He is a pathological liar.
If you repeat a lie many times, people eventually believe it to be true.
Some people. But yes, this is sadly true. I've met people that do the same thing to themselves. They tell a lie so many times it becomes their reality. He literally did. This isn't stretching the truth. He invaded.
Peak Russian diplomacy.
Then how did the Russian army get into Ukraine?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.